Rob, after some testing weeks, that must be the perfect tonic.
It is a bit. I mean, we're not going to hide. It wasn't the perfect game, and we've got stuff to work on. But to keep another Premiership side to 0 is a pretty good achievement. It doesn't happen very often, and there's a huge amount of credit to the boys and all the work they've put in this week and transferring that onto the pitch to keep your line intact in a game when you've been under pressure, as we have been for the last few months, is a great achievement.
You say the word pressure. That was something Rob heaped on the boys in the immediate aftermath of last week. It was a must-win, he said.
Absolutely. What we've got to get better at is dealing with pressure. There is expectation. We're a young side that's got a lot to learn. You know, we're an evolving club, but we have a lot of expectation of ourselves. We've performed quite well in the last couple of months at times. We've played very, very well, and the odd mistake has undone us. But if you hide just behind that, the luck will change, or those odd little things, or whatever decisions don't go your way, you can miss the point. The point is that there's a lot of stuff that we can control. That's what we're focused on. We get better as a team. Just don't worry about the pressure. We want that pressure. We want to be in semi-finals next week, and we want to be pushing hard to be at the top part of the league.
You talk about young players, Luke Cowan-Dickie first start, Henry Slade coming in for only his second. Look around the squad as well. There's not a huge amount of experience in there.
There's not a huge amount of shaving going on. There is some quite young lads in there. They're learning fast. We've got some very, very good young players and some very good older players too. We've got some good young players pushing through. Great to see Henry in there. We've got Sam Hill coming back into the mix over the next couple of weeks as well, which will beef up competition for places. But there's other guys. Ben Moon is only 23 years old. There's a lot of guys in their first season of being first choice Premiership players. That's a little bit of a change when you've got to be the guy who makes the decisions, and they're taking that responsibility on board, trying to make things better, and in the long run it'll do them no end of good.
And it'll give you a perfect fillip going into next week at Bath, as we all know.
We can't wait for that. I've been looking forward to that for weeks. We want to beat them. There's no doubt about that, and we've got every reason to want to beat them after the last couple of games. And obviously there's a home final up for grabs. A massive game for us. We're going to relax for a couple of days. We're just going to enjoy the fact that we've just played in a hard Premiership game, and then we'll get fully focused on Bath and getting into that semi next week.
You mentioned about the 0, the nil. That must be particularly pleasing.
It is. As I say, it doesn't happen very often, and it's very, very hard to do. Our defensive discipline was really good. If you don't give away penalties, cheap ones, at the breakdown, you don't cough up territory, and it makes it very difficult for the opposition. I think it was a great example of that watching Sarries Bath last night. Sarries are a fantastic defensive side. What we're seeing now is we've got to match our attacking decision making with our defensive stuff as well. We're really pushing those at the moment, because at times we're electric in attack, and at times we're really, really solid in defence. It's making sure that we have both those things every week.
And when you look at towards the end of the season now, it's a real chance to kick on and hopefully shoot up the table a bit more.
Yeah, I think is one of the questions asked earlier. At the end of the season, we'll be where we are in the league, and give or take the odd result, it'll be a pretty good indication of where you've been at. Regardless of bemoaning scores or the odd decision here and there, we'll be where we are. So we'll look at that at the end of the season. Right now, it's just about focusing on next week, get that semi-final in. We go for the win in that game, then hopefully the final the week after as a result, and then Premiership will swing round, and we'll look and go, right, who have we got this weekend? We'll give it a crack.